Hey guys, it's Laptop Laura, and this is Copy That Pops. Writing tips and psychology hacks applied to online biz success.
Here we go.
Imagine if you could better influence people from your writing and your words quickly and easily without going back to school to get a psychology degree. Well, that's the goal of today's quick tip episode. We're going to talk about visualization and mirror neurons, plus some tangible examples of how you can apply it. Now, we humans live a lot in our heads, literally. Here are two specifics to consider. Number one is visualization. So more and more athletes and their coaches are tapping into sports psychology and harnessing the power of visualizing success on the track, on the field, or in the ring. Imagining a positive outcome and all the scenarios that could arise help athletes perform better when a time does come to compete. And the famous Zig Ziglar once said, "The successful golfer knows that he must see the ball going into the cup before he strokes it. The good hitter in baseball sees the ball dropping in for a base hit before he swings at the ball. And the successful salesperson sees the customer buying before he or she makes the calls." Inside of our brains, it feels the same to actually see something versus imagine seeing it. So we're going to play on this principle. Number two is mirror neurons. So imagine your friend comes rushing into your house, flushed and heart racing. He tells you a harrowing tale about being chased by gunmen and slamming his head into a low-hanging beam as he fled in escape. As he tells the story, how do you feel? I bet your heart picks up speed just a bit and your head throbs a bit too. In the early 1980s, researchers, while studying primates, brothers from a very distant common mother, found that neurons in the brain of macaque monkeys fired not only when they themselves reached out for a banana, but also when they watched another monkey reach out for a banana. Those are mirror neurons at work. What does it all mean? We are wired to imagine things in our mind, and we even feel what others are feeling as we observe, read about, or hear about things that happen to others. And as the famous English poet John Donne said in 1624, "No man or woman is an island." We are built to feel empathy and live vicariously through the words and actions of others. So now let's apply it to writing a headline, an email subject line, or the top bits of a social media post or podcast or blog description. For these short pieces of important copy, a wise and clever technique then is to get the reader instantly engaged by triggering these principles of visualization and mirror neurons at work. So get them visualizing, get them putting themselves in the shoes of the person you want them to be, a client, a successful author, a well-liked speaker, a buyer of your product or service, or the person in the photo along with your advertisement. Use words that conjure up images your target audience resonates with and that will paint a picture for them. So let's talk about a couple of real examples. On the site Upworthy, I found an article that has a picture that looks like it's probably from the 1980s of a mom holding her baby, and the title of the article is "A Man Made a Tear-Jerking Video About All the Unopened Voicemails from His Mom." So in this example, just seeing the words tear-jerking and mom in the headline instantly make me personally tear up. I'm a bit of a softie, so maybe it has a stronger effect on me than others, but the principle remains true. Eliciting emotion and writing so as to get the reader starting to visualize is super effective. And as I read that title, I start to imagine if my stepmom were gone and I discovered unopened messages from her. It really makes me want to open up this article and see what this guy's mom left behind for him. As a second example, I found another article in the science and technology section of a popular site, and it has a picture of some giant wind turbines. And the title says, "Try not to jiggle while watching these amazing bladeless wind turbines." So without even clicking through to see the turbines in action, I already start to sway side to side just a little bit. Saying try not to blink is an open invitation to do just that. We can't help ourselves. It's like saying, don't picture a pink elephant. Psychology at work, getting you visualizing it. And I'll include these images back in the show notes. Should be at copythatpops.com/168 if you want to see the actual examples of these two that I just described. For a third example, I want to just encourage you to use the word imagine. Just simply start your sentence with the word imagine. This is actually a common technique taught in NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. So start watching out for it used on you. You may be surprised how often you see it used now that you're aware of its effectiveness. But try out starting your next short, important copy sentence or so with the word imagine. Just like this. Here are 3 examples under this. So for me, trying to sell my book publishing accelerator, I might start out with, imagine your book is #1 in relevant categories on Amazon right now. You take screenshots and proudly share them with your friends, family, and fans. How do you feel? Proud, excited, invigorated, ready to take on the world? ... For a high-end salon to sell its services, it may say something like this. Imagine the look on their faces. You walk into that reunion looking like a movie star on holiday. Long, thick, gorgeous hair, perfect eyelashes, not a drop of makeup out of place, and a soft, glowing tan. Look who's the cool kid now. Or maybe for a business consultant or coach. They might write, imagine knowing exactly what to do to grow your business without stress or overanalysis. Imagine stepping confidently forward and closing high-ticket clients on sales calls like you've done it thousands of times. ... So apply this to your business. Start with the word imagine and get people to start thinking about the end result that you can provide for them. So that's it for a quick psychology applied to writing tip today. Remember to get people visualizing with your words that you choose and firing those mirror neurons to get more results from your writing and business efforts. We'll talk again next week where we'll find more ways together to write copy that pops. Thanks so much for listening. Let's keep the conversation going. You can find more at copythatpops.com, and I'm at Laptop Laura on all the socials.
Sometimes we fight.